Hey everybody! Today is all about having a fabulous summer. As you can see, I'm all decked out for summer. I'm even wearing a weird horse shirt because it's summer. And whether you're watching this in summer or you're watching this in spring or you're watching this any time of year, today's going to be all about having a fabulous season in Tupperware. And I'm going to be training on our Fab Five. And I'm going to take my sunglasses off so that you guys can actually see my eyes now, because that's way more fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly share my screen with this. Now, some of you have already been using our Fab Five form, and I love it because it keeps you on track, does it not? Okay, so for those of you who can't hear them or see them, they're saying yes, it does. So this form is to really help you on a weekly basis. Now, could you do it daily? Absolutely, but at least weekly. And the whole purpose of this is to keep you on track, keep you focused on your goal, and keep moving forward. Now, I think the most difficult thing in a business like this is to keep yourself focused and what do I need to do today to make sure that I get where I want to go tomorrow. And so many times people are easily giving up their tomorrow for today's small little things. They're giving up their dreams, their big wishes, everything that they want in the future so that they can have their right now. Whether that means they, instead of investing in catalogs, they go out and get a pedicure, or instead of spending time in their business, they're going out shopping, or they're watching a TV show during prime time, whatever it might be. I think that sometimes we just are easily distracted and not staying focused. And so this form helps you stay focused. And the reason why I'm asking you to fill it out every single week to be able to get your scratcher for our scratchers in this particular month and every month to do it is so that you can have the best business ever. Now, if you do this weekly, you're going to see your business start to turn. You will absolutely see your business turn around. Whether it's a small corner or a big U-turn, you're going to see it turn because you're going to be focused. If you do this daily, though, you're going to see your business explode. So I really recommend taking time to work this at least weekly. But I challenge you to give it a try daily, starting today. For those of you who've already been doing it for every week, give it a try for today, to do it every single day. So celebrate 5 things, okay? So and maybe you can't come up with 5 things, but write down one thing, okay? So what could you celebrate? That's one thing that you could celebrate. Maybe it's, I got my to-do list done, right? Maybe it's, I wrote my wonderful 100 list. Maybe it's I'm going to meeting this week, or I attended meeting this week, or I was on Spark Studio this week, okay? So 5 things that you can celebrate. It doesn't have to be something monumental. It doesn't have to be something that's results. It can be just action. I took action today, okay? 5 areas that you can reflect and grow. So what are some things that you're noticing about your time maybe that you should, that you need to be helped on? For example, gosh, I noticed that I said yes to a whole bunch of things that don't really make me money, I don't really enjoy, and I don't even really like the environment that I'm in when I do it, right? I don't know about you guys, but I sometimes get sucked into that stuff. Or shoot, I probably shouldn't have scheduled all my kids' dentist appointments for my busiest week. Or shoot, I'm realizing that I think I'm working in my business and taking action, but really I'm just sitting in front of my computer looking at the my Tupperware recipes or catalogs, brochure, Facebook or whatever, and I'm not really doing anything, I'm just kind of looking. So what areas could you grow? And not that it's bad to do any of those things, but are you doing it in the wrong timing? That's usually the question we have to ask ourselves in this business. It's not so much, am I doing the wrong things, but am I doing the wrong things at the wrong times, or the right things at the wrong times, or the right things at the right times? 5 who you'd like to have on your team and why. So I always like to think of what could Tupperware give someone else? Not so much, why did they say they want to sell Tupperware? Because most people don't say they want to sell Tupperware. But maybe, gosh, I really think that so-and-so. Like I have a gal who was at my party last Friday, and she didn't really say she was interested, but she messaged me and wants to do a little, like basically just an online / catalog party and pick it up at Starbucks kind of thing. And she was somebody who I just had this feeling about. I don't know why, but now I think, gosh, I really think that she'd be good at this. And I'm discovering through talking with her that she seems to be unemployed right now. I don't know if she is, but she says she could meet anytime, any day. To me, that tells me you're not working, right? She, as far as I can tell, has a husband that seems to be a little bit controlling, not in a bad way, just like he was really not super happy that she was at a Tupperware party for very long, and had messaged her a couple of times throughout the party, but not in a mean way and not in a she felt threatened in a way, but just kind of joking. And as far as I could tell, it was very light person. You know, it seems like it was not really that big of a deal, but he just, those kinds of things may ruffle his feathers a little. So I thought, gosh, she might enjoy being able to get out and get away, even if it's just one time a week where she is making money. So that's what Tupperware could give her, a night away where she's making money. So she's not just out playing and spending money, but she's making money. That's what Tupperware can give her, a little bit of freedom, a little bit of fun, a little bit of income. So that's what I would write there. I wouldn't write down, I want her on my team because she said she wanted to be on my team, because those people don't exist very often. Every once in a while you get a gift like that, right? So I want you to really think about those people and how can you reach out to them in different ways. And we're going to come back to what do we do to take action in just a minute. 5 party leads to call, okay? So we all know different people. We've had people who said, oh, I'll do a party, and then we have a hard time getting a hold of them. Maybe we met them at a fair. Maybe we met them wherever, right? Maybe they're just a friend who's been around. But keep updating that list, okay? Always keep updating that 5 people to call. Because if you called 5 of them every single day, oh my goodness, I'm telling you, you will never have an empty date book. You will have so many parties you won't know what to do with. And I know that sounds like, really, if I call 5 people every single day, I'll have too many parties. Yes, you will. You will have so many parties, you won't know what to do with them. And wouldn't we all love to have that problem of having too many parties that we don't know what to do with them? And it's simple, talking to 5 people a day. 5 things to do. So this isn't your laundry, your dishes, make your bed, vacuum, and pick up the kids from school. Not those 5 things. We have to do those every day, day in, day out. Those are things that we do no matter what. These are 5 things in your business, okay? So what are 5 things that you can do in your business today or this week? You know, maybe it's making sure you post the new sale. Like right now we have the fabulous 1-week sale. Have you posted it to your Facebook? Do you do any sort of live video on your Facebook for what's going on right now, whether it's the Say Yes or the host or the sale special or the Fridge Smart reveal or anything? Do you do anything to promote your business social media wise? Not that that should be the most important thing, but that's an easy to do in the middle of the night almost every single time, unless it's a live video, right? You can just click, save a picture that's already been shared and put it onto your Facebook page, right? Takes no brain power. It takes about half a second. So make sure you always have that on there. Have you written any thank you notes to past customers or hosts or consultants even, or team members who are current? Have you done some sort of handwritten note to somebody? I love getting handwritten notes, so I love to send handwritten notes or give them out at our meetings when we go to SpringFest. You guys have all seen that. Those are something that I really cherish when I receive them from somebody, because in today's day and age, handwritten note is not very heard of. And so receiving them and giving them is just something fun that I love. But could you do one of those a week? Have you sent out new catalogs maybe to your host that's coming up? Or have you made sure you delivered the Tupperware that you had was ordered from you in a timely manner? What are some things that you could do in your business on a weekly or even daily basis? 5 things. And then you want to prioritize them, of course, right? You don't want to spend all day writing thank you notes for past stuff and never get to the post office to deliver your first, or even to your host house to deliver the current, like the new upcoming party packet, right? So I'm going to stop share a second. And I'm hoping you guys can help me interact a little bit, because basically I want to think about, first of all, 5 things that you can celebrate. I would love to see you guys just shout out 1 or 2 things that you've celebrated in your business this week, or that you could celebrate in your business. Okay, so I'm going to I'm going to let you guys unmute so that we don't have any feedback. What could you be celebrating?
Well, okay.
Oh, there's still feedback. I don't know why. There you go.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes?
Okay, yeah, Jody's one is the one that's up at the moment. So, okay, I'm here on Spark Studio, and I did my Fab 5.
Hey, right? That's
Yeah.
a good celebration. Doing it. I love it. Jody, do you have anything to share that you want to celebrate? Maybe. I think she's trying to unmute.
It's her volume has to come down when mine goes up so that we can hear each other and make sure so we don't overfeed. Like I bought my plane ticket for Jubilee.
So excited.
Right?
That's awesome. That's really something to celebrate.
So that was a big one.
Yeah. Maite, do you have something you want to share that you want to celebrate this week in your business? Oh, you're muted, girlfriend. I can see your lips moving. There you go.
I paid my fee for the fair for July 15th. So I'm excited about that.
So yeah, absolutely. She is going to be all day on July 15th at the fair, which is super exciting. I love it when you guys sign up for those events, because you're going to be growing your business like crazy.
Yes.
Love it. That's awesome. That's definitely something to celebrate. Okay, so what about one area that you could reflect and grow? What's one area that you could grow in?
Recruiting.
Recruiting. How so, Maite? What, is it just to find recruits, or is it to practice word choices? What specifically are you feeling you need growth in?
To find recruits.
To find them. You know what was something interesting, and this is just a little sidebar because you're saying that. One of the business leaders who was sharing at our last business leader meeting last week said, whenever I have somebody come to me, so this is my advice to you too, Maite, whenever I have somebody come to me and say, I don't have any recruits and I need recruits, the first thing she asks them is, how many parties do you have this week? And if they say none, she says, well, I can't help you recruit unless you have parties, because that's where you find the recruits. So I encourage you, if you're wanting to get new recruits, you've got to first get parties in your date book. I'm not saying that's where you are, Maite, but I am saying that's the solution, right? If you have, you're in front of people, you're going to have the recruits coming in, because you're going to meet people who are interested in the business. So what else? What other areas do you guys want to reflect and grow, Jody or Dawn? And if you can leave one of them up, maybe I can still hear you across the table since you guys are in the same room. As they unmute, maybe.
Yeah, sorry. Along the lines of I need to update my party packs because I haven't put the new flyer in yet. Just make sure I get those done consistently.
Yeah, being prepared, right? That's one of those habits that sometimes we just let slip by because we feel like we can do it quickly. And if we make it a habit, right, just like everything else in our business, it makes it a lot easier to go out there and do our job, right? What about you, Dawn?
I'm gonna talked to a couple of my friends about doing survey parties.
Ah, so that's an area you could reflect and grow by getting out of your comfort zone a little bit and talking to the people about that. I love that. I love that. Do any of you have someone on your who you would want to share this business with section? Not yet. I see one person shaking their head. Anybody else thinking about somebody?
Just a couple people from like from the last event. Just, you know, leads from that.
Awesome. So we need to set something up, or even just doing a you could do coffee time, but you could also do like a party profits and perks. So if you have people that you think would be maybe interested, but maybe they haven't outright said, I want to sell Tupperware, right? Or I'm super interested in money, but you think they'd be good for some reason, you could always say, hey, we're doing a little pizza profit and perks. You want to come over and have some pizza, or pie profit and perks. You want to come over and have some pie. And just have a real casual kind of gathering. I know we have lots of area events we can bring people to, cooking classes, that kind of thing, but sometimes it just takes a different approach with different people depending on what you're looking at. 5 party leads to call. Now, of course, I'm not going to ask you who your party leads are, but I want you guys to think about, you know, are you thinking outside the box? And if you don't have 5 people that you feel like you could really call right now, how are you finding 5 people? You know, are you putting 5 brochures in your purse with sticky notes on each one? So every time you leave the house, you're on a mission to get rid of 5 brochures. You know, could you imagine what would happen if every day you found 5 new people and got their name and number? Oh man. So if you don't have 5 party leads already, now we should all have a huge list of people we could call, right? But I know sometimes we feel like we've already hit those people up. Sometimes they've been to parties before. Sometimes we maybe have gotten no from a lot of them already. So we're feeling a little stuck. So if you're feeling a little stuck, don't wait until your shift at the fair in July. Oh my, don't wait that long. Go out there and find 5 new people, maybe a week or maybe a day, with the brochures and the sticky notes. Where can you on purpose stop? You know, I know that I make a stop at Starbucks quite often during the week. Do I on purpose make sure that someone there gets a brochure from me and I get their name and number? To be honest, probably not as often as I should, right? There are times when I absolutely do it, but there are times where I just am kind of in a hurry and I don't want to do it. But if I did 5 a week even, or 5 a day, oh my goodness, you guys, you would have such a business. So that is my challenge to you. If you don't feel like you have 5 people to call, how can you find 5 people, right? With your brochure, stick a blank sticky note on it, so before you hand it out to them, you get their name and number. And the conversation could be as simple as you're going through the line and you're just kind of chatting it up with somebody, or gosh, have you seen Tupperware recently? I used to walk up to complete strangers in grocery stores just so I could get my 5th one out. This was a challenge that we would get to go talk to 5 people a day. And so I would have those 5 with me, and I'm telling you, it feels weird, it feels awkward, it feels kind of funny, but you will find that people do it. And today I happen to be dropping off or picking up my son from a haircut appointment, and I got out of the car to look in the little shop next door while he was getting his haircut. And when I was coming, I think it was when I was coming back to the car, this gal who I'd seen coming out of a different store as we were leaving our car was still outside. And she's like, hey, is this your car? And of course my car says Tupperware on it, which helps. I said, yeah. And she said, oh, do you have a card or something? I would love to get your card. And I was like, oh, sure. So I was digging for it. And she's like, oh, and I have this for you. And she is, it wasn't a home party plan as far as I could tell, but she did say it was similarly structured to Tupperware, but it's a legal service where they do legal advice and that kind of thing. And I don't really know, I didn't read any details about it, but I thought, gosh, look at what she's doing. She's doing exactly what I should be doing when I'm out and about. Now, granted, she had a nice little in because I have Tupperware on it and she asked for my information first, right? But could you not do that pretty much anywhere, right? Could you not at the when you go out to lunch and you have a really great server, gosh, you were amazing today. You did such a great job. Have you ever thought about doing something? I think you'd be really great at doing what I do. They'll say, oh, what do you do? Isn't it a compliment to get that from somebody, right? So it doesn't matter where you are. You could say, gosh, you would be really great at what I do. I'd love to get your name and number and share more details. Here's a little brochure with my information on it so you can get some more, you can see what we do, right? A little glimpse into the Tupperware world. So I challenge you to go find 5 leads and then 5 things to do. Okay, so this is where we're going to brainstorm a little bit, because yes, there are things to do on our list, like that are for our business, that are, some things are more like money making and business. What's the word? Like get your business going, right? And some of it is more like office work. Okay, so for example, to do, like for me in my world as a business leader, one of the things that I have to do is make up cute little canvas for our upcoming events, right? Invitations, that kind of thing. That is something that I need to do, but does it really make me that much money? Not really. Does it really extend our business? Yes, it helps. But if I spend 2 hours creating a pretty picture thing, or spend 2 hours on the phone teaching consultants how to invite people, which is going to be better off for us, right? Being on the phone with my consultants, telling them how to invite people, not making a cute little card for 2 hours. Can I make a cute little card to support that? Yes. Does it have to be 2 hours when I could be on the phone with other people? No, it could be late at night when I can't get on the phone with somebody, and it shouldn't take me 2 hours. So what are some things that we could do in our business on a daily or weekly basis that really helps further your business? So just shout out a couple ideas of things that maybe you already have done or that you know of, that you would want to try.
If you have something going.
Well, I have a party scheduled for the end of July. And so I'm going to mail her a catalog ahead, as well as the thank you note, and just sort of keep in touch with her until I drop the party pack off. And just so she and her sister don't get sidetracked.
Absolutely. Keeping in contact with your hosts is so important, because they get sidetracked, they lose interest, something else comes up that they forgot about. So those thank you notes to your hosts and the not constant but regular contact to keep them excited is so important. So important.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What other things can you do?
Well, I have to put the 1 week sale up on my Facebook page.
I mean, seriously, I know that sounds kind of like, well, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, right? Because sometimes the right people see it and you get a ton of sales, I have found, and sometimes I'm like, shoot, man, I can't believe more people didn't buy this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't spend a lot of time worrying about it or worrying about how I post it. I just post it once and maybe comment on it midweek. And again, the day I'm closing orders, and hope that people see it. But I don't obviously spend a lot of time there, because it's so hit and miss whether or not you're going to make money. But you don't want to skip it either, because you never know who might see it. So you always want to make sure you post. Could you put in there, could you go to lunch with one of your team members? That's great to do. Or something, not just go to lunch, right? Go to lunch with a purpose. Could you invite someone to come with you to the next event? Could you, let's see. I'm trying to think of some of the other things that you could put on there. Kind of simple and easy. If you think of something else, please shout it out. Could you, oh my goodness, could you lend out a Fridge Smart to someone right now and ask them to test it out for you and post their results on Facebook? Right? Like, hey, I'm just doing this little thing. I'd love your help. And that can be done all year round, whether it's Fridge Smart sale or not, right? How many people could we get a piece of Fridge Smart in their hands to in the next week and give them a gift just for helping, right? And shoot, man, I would, depending on who it is and how much they do, I might give, who knows what I'd give away. Maybe I'd give them the small Fridge Smart to keep. Maybe I'd find, put them all into a drawing to win another 4-piece set or $50 in free Tupperware. I don't know. I would do something fun for them. But I just, like, even me, I'm thinking, I have like 4 customers who are in love with Fridge Smart right now, and they keep sending stuff to me, but not really posting it on Facebook. And I'm going to make sure that I ask them that. Could you take a look at your goals, right? And decide, gosh, I really, really want this. Whatever it is. What do I really need to do to get there? How many hours a week or a month or a year between now and then? Excuse me. Summertime is hitting me, right? So there's a lot of things that you can do. I would say the 5 most important things are going to be the things that are action, that take you out in front of people, that get people to come to something that you're doing, versus behind the scenes stuff, right? Like, yes, we know we need to repack our catalogs and we need to stamp them and we need to, those are all very important things, but they should be at the bottom of the list, and they should be color coded, like after dark or after 9 p.m., right? Or after 8:30 p.m., whatever time it is that is your prime. And then everything else should be done when you have the most energy, when you are your best, when you have that time that you can do the most in your business, right? So does anybody have any questions about this form or how you could further your business using it? Looks like a no. Okay. So my challenge to you guys is, if you haven't already been doing your Fab 5 for a week, every single week, please do it. If you can't print it for whatever reason, have it on your phone and write it down in a notebook. And I love, Jody, I think yours was like in a folder, right? Yep, in a little folder. If you print them all out and you want to put them in like one of those 3-ring, little metal 3-ring folder type things, and then you just have it with you always so you can write notes about what people said when you talk to them. Or maybe you want to just have a spiral notebook and have this pasted to the front page, and then every page of your notebook is a different day or a different week and have it dated at the top. That way it's all in one place instead of all over the place, right? So I would definitely encourage you to do that. So if you haven't been doing it for every single week, your mission is to do it this week and bring it to Next Spark Studio so you can earn your scratcher. And if you've been doing it every week, I challenge you to do it every day or every other day. How many times between now and Next Spark Studio can you have it filled out and taken action on? How many things can you do in your business, and how fast do you want it? So on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. You guys have a fabulous evening. Thank you for being on Spark Studio and watching if you're watching this later. And we will see you guys all soon. Bye.